Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Quadratics video number 2, numeral dos. This one's on finding the axis of symmetry. Now this we talked about a little bit in the last video. So to review a little bit, here's my two examples of parabolas. This one is face down, right? It's going down. This one's going up, right, in both directions. So to review, the vertex will be right there on this parabola and right there on this parabola. And my axis of symmetry, to review, is that line, that vertical line that cuts the parabola in two perfect halves. So these are my axes, plural, axes of symmetry. And also to review, this one's face down, right? The arrows point down, so your A term is less than 0. It's negative, right? In this quadratic equation, which makes the parabolas. And this one's face up, so your A is positive, right? Positive A goes up, negative A, and it goes down. So today, because you're probably asking yourself, like, why is there a whole video on this? Like, I can see the axis is right there. Well, today we're going to be finding them using math. So like using algebra to find them without having to look at a graph necessarily. So, quick thing before we get going. This is how we do it with math. So in that quadratic equation, right, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, so you have the a, b, and c, negative b over 2a. Negative b over 2a. This is a formula we're going to use to find two things. The x part of the vertex and the axis of symmetry. If you use this formula, negative b over 2a, write it down, memorize it, know it, you can find both of these things. So here's an example. So I want you to graph the equation y equals negative 2x squared plus 4x. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this, the negative b over 2a, in the middle of the table. So here's my table. I'll get back to that in a second. But for this in green, my a is negative 2. My b is 4. My c is 0, because there's no number term on the end. So negative b over 2a will be negative 4 over 2 times negative 2. That's negative 4 over negative 4, which means it's 1. What that means is, again, that 1 is the x part of the table. Or sorry, the x part of the vertex. So I'm going to put 1 in the middle. And we'll go 0, negative 1, and we'll go 2 and 3. And I'll just plug them in. So I'm going to plug these in. If I plug in 1, I get negative 2 plus 4, that's 2. If I plug in 0, I get 0. And by the way, they're symmetrical. So 0 is going to be here, because this is my middle vertex term. Because if I plug in 2, I get negative 8 plus 8. You can see it from doing the math over here if you want to do it yourself. So then, if I plug in 3, I get negative 2 times 9 plus 12, 4 times 3. So that's negative 18 plus 12. That's negative 6, which means this one's also negative 6 because of symmetry. So, anyways, let's graph this. So I have points 1, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, negative 6, and negative 1, negative 6. This is a very rough sketch, but I'm kind of showing you what it looks like. So first off, the vertex is 1, 2, and my axis of symmetry is x equals 1. So that 1 there, that told me this. This is the line that cuts it in half. SYM for short. So using this formula, the negative b over 2a, I found my axis of symmetry. Why is it in this form, x equals something? Well, to review from Algebra 1 in Chapter 2 of last semester, any vertical line is of the form x equals some number, right? These are vertical lines. Your slope's undefined, there's just x equals something. Looks like that. Okay, so here's here's my graph. I want you to find the vertex and the axis of symmetry. Well, the vertex is pretty easy. Just find it. There it is. That's the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So that's the point left 5, up 3. That's the vertex. Which means then my axis of symmetry is down this vertical line right here. So x is -5. These will always be the same numbers anyway, because again, that negative b over 2a finds you both of those. But here, I don't need the negative b over 2a because I'm given a graph. I just look at it and then just see my vertex and see the axis of symmetry. Okay? So let's look at 2 more examples and then we are done. So here I have 2 equations. I have this one on the left, this one on the right. From both of them, I want to find the axis of symmetry. So in this equation on the left, I know that a is 3, b is -3, and c is 2. Doesn't matter what c is here, I'm just showing you what it is. So it's negative b over 2a, which is going to be -3, because b is -3, over 2 times 3. That's going to be +3, because it's -3, over 6. This means your axis of symmetry is x equals 1/2. That's your axis of symmetry, AOS for short. On the right side, since there's just x squared, it's 1x squared. So a is 1, b is 4, and c is -7. Again, doesn't matter what c is for this case, but I just want to show you that for review. So negative b over 2a is going to be -4, because b is 4, over 2 times 1. That's going to be -4 over 2. So your axis of symmetry is the line x equals -2. This is my axis of symmetry. So there you go. That's all you got to do for axis of symmetry. Use the formula, -b over 2a. You also use it to find the vertex, which you're going to do in the next video or 2. Alright guys, thanks for watching, keeping up with notes, see you in class, and peace out.